Ooh. It's Friday evening, and I've just got back from the gym, which I must say is a first. I don't think I've been to the gym on a Friday night, maybe ever, maybe in a long time, but I'm leaning more towards ever. But it's good because it shows that I'm modifying my habits so that I'm not just sat at home. I didn't have anything to do tonight, it was literally just going to be TV. But instead, I did something productive. Went to the gym, did half an hour on the treadmill doing hill runs and sprinting a little bit, like 30-second sprints with an hour and a half, a minute and a half, like active recovery. And then the plan was to go on the rowing machine for half an hour just to get. It was basically I just wanted to get a sweat going tonight. I didn't want to do any lifting or heavy work or anything like that. But the rowing machine was taken, so I ended up messing around for like 3 or 4 minutes with a foam roller, trying to get this problem with my left leg fixed, or not fixed, but just to see if it had any effect whatsoever. Basically, the left calf muscle feels like it's gonna pop. I don't know, but it's been feeling good for the past couple of days. And then I ran on the treadmill and it started to feel bad again. So I tried to roll out with a foam roller. Foam roller basically is a big, say this big, foam wheel about that thick with like little knobbly bits on, and you put the body part that you want to sort of massage on it and just roll over it back and forth. Um, Turns out it's actually quite good for your core, because if you're planting your arms on the floor and rolling your legs back and forth, or rolling your body back and forth with your legs on the foam roller, you're using your stomach muscles to stabilize yourself. Anyway, terribly boring. After that, I did like 10, 15 minutes of animal flow stuff, which I'd really, really like to get good at. And I understand that practice makes progress. Um, and I came up with a nice little slogan because I've got an Instagram account called Kettlebells and Ketones, where I post my sort of like fitness stuff and food stuff. So any healthy meals or good looking meals I cook, or particular good things or things that I'm practicing at the gym, I'll put there. And it led me to come up with a little slogan: movement is improvement. So I might brand myself under that heading, for my inevitable future career as a fitness blogger slash instructor slash wellness coach slash life improver of people and myself. But I did want to mention something this ramble. I was at the gym the other day and I saw a guy. I forgot to mention this earlier. I saw a guy there who had both prosthetic legs from the knee down. So, clearly he was doing lunges, like lunge walking. If you don't know what that is, you should know what that is. It's like lunging forward and then just walking that way. And it was clearly unbelievably difficult for him. And I was just watching him do it, thinking, what a guy! Like, he's lost both his legs, and he's at the gym, and he's not like, shying away from things that involve using the prosthetics that he's got. He's not just focusing on upper body. He's there, and he's trying to get good at what he can do. And it just took me aback a bit, and I stared a little, and I was thinking, there's somebody like that who can do this and go down to the gym with these afflictions and sort of get good stuff done. What right do we have to complain when we're completely able-bodied? And I don't know. I just think to see somebody who's got that kind of hurdle down there making the effort made me realise that I can make a lot more effort, and that I'm just lucky to have the faculties that I do have. It was a grateful moment, and praise to him. I don't know who he is. I probably won't see him again, but I thought it was really nice to see. So yeah, that was it. And another thing I wanted to mention, for anybody who's interested in podcasts, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I do think that they have the power to change the trajectory of one's life if you listen to the right kind of information. And one that I'm listening to a lot at the moment, which has had a massive impact, is the Dave Ramsey Show. Now, Dave Ramsey is a Christian financial advisor, or maybe, I don't know if he's a financial advisor. Basically, his radio show is helping people how to get out of debt and be better with their money. His tagline for the end of the show is, "The only way to financial peace is to walk with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus." Now, I'm not a religious person. I don't listen to this for the religious aspect, but the advice that he gives people on the show is excellent and has helped me so far clear one credit card's worth of debt so that I can cancel that tomorrow. I actually paid the final bill on that today. It was only a £300 credit card, which I used for like not even emergencies, just little purchases here and there. Because I figure I can always just pay off £300 because I've always got that amount of money each week. But I've changed my opinions now. You don't need to borrow money, so I'm trying to work to pay everything that I have borrowed off. And I feel like such a productive person since I've started doing this. I got the second job delivering pizzas for Domino's. Fortunately, I really enjoy that job, and it's an excellent part-time job for me, or an excellent second job for me, because I just enjoy the process of it. Um, but yeah, I'm paying my bill. I've been paying my own bills for a long time, since I moved into the flat and took over grown-up adult life, paying the rent and the council tax and all that. But I kind of always thought that borrowed money is all right. It's still just money I'll have to pay back at some point. But now I'm focused on clearing all the money that I have borrowed and just purely, if I can't afford it, I can't have it. Um, which isn't something I've subscribed to before. But it feels really good, and I've already got £500 in an ISA savings account. Um, and like I said, I'm getting my debts paid, and it just feels great. In true ramble fashion, I'm rambling again. But yeah, I just wanted to make mention. This is one podcast that has really had a massive impact on me. And another piece of advice that Dave gives um, is being mindful and being careful of who you spend your time with. Because I mean, I've heard statistics, or maybe not statistics, but sayings before that you become like the five people you spend the most time with, and I think there's a lot of truth in that. If you spend your time around negative people, you'll end up with negative thoughts and you'll end up with a negative life. I learned that a while back and started modifying who I did spend my time with, and my life improved. It might not be the life that other people look at and say you've got a good life, because I find a lot of people don't agree with the way that I do things, but it's fine because it's the way I do things because I want to do it that way. Um, Jesus Christ, this is a ramble. The only way to ramble is to ramble with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. But yeah, Dave Ramsey, if you're interested in making your finances a little better and being better with money and being able to afford things more, give it a listen. And don't hang around with social vampires who want to suck the fun out of you. you know. Anyway, bye everyone. Do some movement. Movement is improvement. And that doesn't just mean exercise and physical movement. Movement on your bills and your debts. Get things paid for. If you've got debts, pay them off. Movement is improvement.